Aaron, I was really excited last week when you seen me and you told me the news.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, yeah. Can you tell everybody what's happening and when and where and what it all entails?
Yeah, so I've just started camp for Road to UFC, which is over in Shanghai in about 7 weeks. Yeah, so finally get to announce that fighting a guy, I think he's out of Indonesia, or I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, so the Road to UFC is pretty much a tournament. You have 3 fights in like 5 months, and yeah, if you get all the wins, which I'm gonna do, you get a UFC contract. So, which is quite cool. I get to fly over to Shanghai in 6 weeks. Had my first fight. I think the second fight's in Shanghai at the PI as well, and then the third fight's in Macau, and that'll be on a fight night. So yeah, get to dance around over in China, which is cool. Never been over there, so it's gonna be fun.
I was going to ask you if you'd been to the Orient.
No. I got a lot of Chinese friends, but they're never taking me over there. So the cool thing is, a couple of them are going to come. So yeah, get to go and have a look around, see what's over there.
Cool. And you not fighting at bantamweight?
No. So obviously, when I fought in Bali, I cut down to flyweight. That was kind of like my test run just to see how it went. And yeah, my body seems to function quite well. The weight cut was easier than I thought it was going to be. It's just obviously the dieting, and just being a bit more strict and disciplined with my eating and my fluids.
Your fluids.
My fluids. Yeah, gotta stay hydrated, eh, Tony?
Yeah. So you stayed down pretty much between.
I did chuck on a little bit more weight just because just a couple of niggles, just to heal the body up. Didn't want to stay in the calorie deficit for too long because I wasn't sure what was going to happen next. So yeah, it's a great opportunity, and yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question because it's pretty hard when you haven't got something to aim at. Were you confident, or did you know that everything was in the works?
I wasn't really sure what was going to happen next. Obviously, my manager, like AP Sports Management, and Eugene and the team, kept me working, kept me kind of like aiming at something, but they weren't really too. They didn't tell me much about what was going to happen. So yeah, just stayed in the gym and tried to stay consistent with my training, and then as soon as I got pretty much got the call up from Ash and Renee, yeah. I just put my head down and just been working, which is cool. Obviously running heaps now, which I never really did. I never really liked running, but now because I'm obviously trying to keep the calorie deficit a bit higher than usual, run in the morning and at night, it's actually like changed my energy system, which is interesting. And I went down to the High Performance Institute in Cambridge with Bill, did some testing and stuff. So yeah, I'm interested to see how my body like adapts to it.
The fight in Bali, you said you're not going to get rich off it, but is that what was the stepping stone? Were they watching that fight, or?
I don't know, to be honest. It was more so Hunter Campbell. After my bantamweight contender series fight, he said if I drop down a weight class, I might have an opportunity, and Eugene and they wanted to do a test run, so. Got the call up for Canggu. We flew over there, me and Nikura, and we both got a TKO by knees, which was cool. And that place, Canggu Fight Night, super well run. Like the atmosphere inside, it's like an old castle. It's actually like a castle. It's like 2-story. They have private VIP booths like right above the cage. So you're fighting, and like I had mates that were like literally above me. It was like a coliseum, and then they have screens on the roof and on the walls. Like I was like punching and then like looking around and just seeing like me on the screen, I was like, this place is insane. It was actually one of the best, I would say the best fight show atmosphere I've ever had. Yeah, it was great.
Fantastic, yeah. Wow, life's changed a little bit over the last year or so.
Yeah. It seems to be taking the turn, which is interesting times, Tony. It's fun. It's good to, like, I've never been to Bali. Went over there and yeah, it was a whole different like universe, eh? It's definitely eye-opening. And I went over, checked out the Soma gym, all the boys over there, all Oz and them. And then obviously Mike's the coach over there. And then yeah, it was great. I love the humidity and stuff, and all the food. Like, honestly, I really enjoyed myself in Bali. It's great.
That's the sort of atmosphere where you could happily be a lighter weight and it wouldn't take too much out of you, or what?
I don't know. I think I've just adapted to not eating as much. Like, and also just because I grew up in like an islander diet, like it's bread with everything, it's butter with everything, like. Yeah, pretty much having pasta with bread. Like one of my favorite meals is noodles on bread and butter. Like, you can't really keep in flyweight having meals like that. So yeah, just adapted what I eat and yeah, just eating a bit cleaner, and it definitely I actually feel quite good at a lighter weight. Like moving around, I'm probably like 4 or 5 kilos lighter than I usually would be for bantamweight. So just being able to, I feel a little bit quicker. I'm still just as strong. Makoto, my strength and conditioning coach, says I'm hitting the same numbers, if not more. So that's cool. But yeah, happy days.
Because it was something that you were pretty adamant you were happy at bantamweight, and
I just didn't like dieting. Being hungry sucks, honestly. Being hungry is horrible. But yeah, certain sacrifices for things that are worth it. So I'll make a sacrifice for us to cement myself in the UFC and take this opportunity and yeah, do something amazing with it. For all the people that supported me and my friends and family, the ones that have put up with me while I'm dieting, because I'm an angry guy at the moment.
just talking about the diet,
Yep.
you do anything with Geordie, the fight dietitian?
Yeah. So I've known Geordie for how many years have we known? At least 10. Yeah, so when Geordie first come back from Canada, I think it was in Canada, he come into Infinity Martial Arts where I was training and teaching. And yeah, so did a lot of work with him. He was with the Assassin Boys back then too, at the Infinity, I think it's like just south of Brisbane City. Yeah, I've worked with him for a long time. So heaps of the protocols that he has, he trialed them on me. So, but he actually, so when I was introduced to Geordie, was through my coach Tuava, and I was having I think it was for my amateur title. Yeah, I think it was the amateur title, XFC amateur title. He helped me with my weight cut because of the system that I was using at the time was extremely flawed, to say the least. So fight weigh-in day, I had like 5 or 6 kilos to cut. Yeah, of just straight water, and was like 2 hours in and it wasn't going well, and my coach rang Geordie and was like, hey, can you come help this kid, because you don't want him to kill himself. So he come over and he's just like, what the fuck are you doing? I think we were like hitting pads in a sweatsuit, and he's like, stop. Like, this is fucking stupid. He's like, come here, let's do it. So showed me how to use the bath, like that you measure the temperature, you don't just get in scalding hot water. And yeah, so Geordie stayed with me and because he stayed in the room with me, because he like hot boxes the room. And yeah, he locked me in the bath for probably like 6 hours ish, maybe around there. Obviously he didn't want to do it, but he goes to me like, how much do you want to make weight? And I was like, I need to make weight. I was like, this is non-negotiable. He's like, well, if I help you do this today, you don't do this ever again. So yeah, ever since I've worked with Geordie and never had a problem since. Like everything, I've never missed weight, but obviously the toll it takes on your organs and your brain, and obviously like it makes you chinny when you don't cut weight properly. So been working with Geordie ever since, just to stay far away from like dying on a weight cut, which is not advised. Yeah. If you don't have a weight cut protocol, hit up Geordie, because yeah, we used to do some cowboy shit, and well, there's people that have actually died from it. Yeah, and like you watch some of the like the Cyborg one, where she's like in the bath crying and shit. Like that's actually like what it's like, because the funny thing is like weight cutting, it's voluntary. It's same as like dieting, right? It's voluntary. So you're like sitting in 42-degree bath, and your body's telling you to get out, because you can just stand up and get out. But just knowing that you have to make weight, you've purposely torture yourself. So you're like constantly fighting with yourself. So yeah, if you can avoid that kind of stuff, it's good for like mental strength. But if you can avoid doing all the dangerous stuff, get a good diet plan from the team at the fight dietitian, combat dietitian, get a good diet plan, get down nice and low for fight week, and cut fuck all water, and then come in strong. So when you walk into the weigh-ins, you're not like what. One of the times that before I met Geordie, I walked into the weight cut. Oh no, we're driving there. I was in a sweatsuit, and they locked all the windows, put the heater on. It was 42 degrees in Brisbane, and I'm like shriveled up in the back seat, just like hallucinating. And then they said to me, "Look, we can't," because they carried me to the car. They're like, we can't carry you in. Like they won't let you fight if you look like you're like nearly dead. So I just closed my eyes and asked my ancestors. I was like, "Get me on that scale, and I'll do the rest." And then walked in. This is how like delusional I was. I couldn't see. So your auditory systems all turn off. So your eyes, your ears, and your voice, like they all start shutting down to save your organs, right? And so everything's blurry. You can't hear. It's like someone's muffled your hearing, and then you can't really speak properly. I got out and I walked into the weigh-in area at Mansfield Tavern, and there was a guy standing there, and I thought it was my friend. So I walk up to him and I'm like, hey, and I get real close to him. It's my fucking opponent, bro. And because I like seen him like this, and I was like, get off of me. And he was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, because he was confused because I didn't know it was him. And then I was like, I'm not your fucking friend. Like, get off me. Oh man. And then it actually got a lot worse. But I don't know if I guess I'm allowed to say it. Nah, I probably shouldn't say it. I went on the scales and I was still like a couple 100 grams overweight. So we did some extremely questionable tactics to get, not Geordie, but my old coach, fuck. Yeah, I don't even think I should say it out loud. No, I actually should now, because then they drew blood out of my arm. After fucking like cutting weight. They drew 100 mils of blood out of my arm. And I don't even know where the fuck he got a needle from, and a syringe. Bro, and he did it in the fucking toilet, in the bathroom. I was like, when Geordie heard that, he was like, get the fuck away from this. He's like, what are you doing? So yeah, that science, that white man magic, it definitely works. don't think you can fucking just figure this shit out as you go, because you can't. Geordie's like spent the last 10-15 years like developing these protocols and stuff, and obviously testing them and running through different things. So yeah, it's not worth like liver failure or fucking having a stroke or something. Go get a dietitian. Trust me.
You've been the guinea pig, and that's paid off in the end.
Yeah. Well, now like I've been working with Geordie for so long that I kind of understand my body and how to manipulate my physiology, I guess. And yeah, and just having the confidence to know that there's like actual system in place, because a lot of your stress comes from cutting weight. I get more stressed about making weight than I do about the actual fight, because it's our gym. I don't think anyone's ever missed. Like that's one of the main things about our gym. You have to be professional. You have to make weight. We really like frown, don't like people that don't make weight, because we've had people, the boys like work their fucking ass off to make weight. So when the other gyms come in and fuck around, it's insulting, Yeah.
Tell us how the camp's going.
Yeah, good. It's actually like we have. Keone is over here from Tahiti, so he is Te Aro MMA, and he's a flyweight as well. He's actually trying to get onto the striking cards. I think it was something coming up. Great guy, like real hard worker, discipline. Obviously Lawrence, I think has an opportunity as well. So he's at bantamweight, and then we got Kai, obviously, and a couple of the other boys. Got a German guy that's here, old Tarzan. He's he's like a little bit bigger than us, but just the skill set, we can bounce off each other. And Masood, this Iranian guy, he's like a Muay Thai world champion. Yeah, I've been working a lot with him, and obviously Mike Angove, doing heaps of pads with Mike Angove lately, just tidying up my hands so I'm not swinging hammers from my hips.
But the vibe out there just seems good with you light guys at the moment.
Yeah, it's a different kind of buzz. Like usually when there's massive fights coming up, like Israel and Dan and stuff and Carlos, like it's real intense. But at the moment, it's like a different kind of vibe. Like everyone's working hard, but it's not like the energy hasn't kind of plateaued yet. It's still kind of like just slowly creeping up. So it's exciting, but you're still kind of calm, which is you're excited to wake up in the morning. That's for sure.
Hey, thanks for the update. I know there's a lot of people out there that will be so happy to hear this.
Yeah. Well, I'm just excited to make the most of this opportunity, and yeah, I can't wait, to be honest. So it's going to be exciting. I've never been to China, and yeah, the guy that I'm fighting likes to fight, so yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's definitely not going to be boring, that's for sure.
Never is with you, mate.
Thanks, brother.
Hey, thanks for everything.
Cheers, bro.
Oh,
Oh, China.
yeah.